Alright, girls' names with a double E in there. I'm just going to go through most popular to least, pulling out some of the ones that I think are really pretty. The first is Reese. Renee is one that is so underrated. This one's not even in the top 1000, but it's really pretty. Desiree. I am partial to this one because that's the name of one of my favorite people in the entire world who's probably watching. Hi, Desiree. The spelling of Amy with the double E at the end is French. The French one will have a little accent though. It's pronounced a little differently in France than it is here. It's more like Aimé, which is horrible. Everyone knows my French ones. I never do a good job, but something along those lines. Brie. This is the anglicized spelling or anglicized version of an Irish name that means power. Greer is always controversial when I bring it up in my videos. I'm somebody who grew up with a speech impediment, so the back-to-back R's are a little tricky for me even still, but I do think this is a really cool, very like strong name. Keely is another anglicized Irish name. If you were around my age, you might have loved this name as a kid if you watched Phil of the Future, just because Keely was kind of cool. We're going heavy with the anglicized Irish names today, but Colleen is another one that's really pretty. This one is going to be pronounced Romy or Rome or even Roma, depending on where you are in the world. I think in the United States you're going to be most inclined to hear Romy. Maureen, another Irish one. And then of course any name that already ends with an E sound, you could always just swap out the Y or the EY at the end. For those two E's, you see that a lot with like Riley or like Brinley or Oakley or Renly was one I think was like the fastest growing name this year. Of course, there are so many more options. If anyone has any suggestions, please let us know in the comments. I hope everyone's having a great day.